You know our next guest from the Emmy Award-winning show, Ugly Betty. His new show is called Shrinking. Take a look.
Why are you here?
Yeah, just dropping off the revisions I've done to your estate plan, since in the last 3 years you haven't returned to call, email, or text.
Ah.
That's not something to be proud of. Should we go over this now?
It's not really a good time. My daughter's coming by.
Aw, girl dad. Love it. Nothing to add. Okay.
Please welcome Michael Urie. Come on out! So, you love Barry Manilow like I do?
I don't love Barry Manilow. I love Barry Manilow. I'm obsessed with Barry Manilow also, and that's how I first knew you. Because you sang Weekend in New England on Idol.
Yes, I did.
And crushed it.
Thank you. You think so?
Oh my God.
You know that's the song I was eliminated off of.
I know, and then you got kicked off.
And I got kicked off.
Which was, America really messed up. It was a complete mistake. You were amazing.
But he was so gracious, and he allowed me to sing with him again. Has he been, he's just a gracious man, so I'd imagine he's been the same to you.
Well, the first thing I did when I was on television, when I had any fame at all, was to use every ounce of it to meet Barry Manilow.
Yes.
I said,
that, huh?
I have a little bit of fame. I'm going to use it all and find him and meet him. And I did. I got to meet him.
What was that like when you got to meet him?
He was so cool. I've seen him in concert like 15 times.
Oh,
I mean, I'm a fan of Low. I'm a real fan of Low.
Oh, y'all hear that?
Absolutely. And we've kind of gotten to know each other. And in fact, he's come to see me in shows. I was in a play off Broadway in this little bitty theater, sort of dingy downtown New York theater. And I found out, that's it right there. And I found out one day, one of the people who worked at the theater, they were like, "You'll never believe who bought tickets to the show today. Barry Manilow." And I was like, shut up, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know that.
I was like, I don't want to know when he's coming. And so from that moment on, I just assumed he was there every night.
Yes.
I just pretended every night like Barry Manilow was in the audience.
That's a good motivation.
And eventually he did come. One night, it was a tiny little theater, and one night the stage manager came behind my curtain, which was my dressing room, and was like, "Barry Manilow's on the other side of this curtain."
So they told you?
And there he was.
He was there.
He walked backstage after the show, and he loved it, and he was so nice and gracious. And so now, anytime I'm in a show, anytime I go on stage, I perform in front of an audience, I pretend like
Barry Manilow's.
He's here right now.
He's here.
I'm pretending like he's
Barry?
here right now.
Barry!
And it makes me better. It makes me better.
I love that. We have to talk about your first role was Ugly Betty, and you used that to buy your first car.
Yes, so Ugly Betty was my first big job. It was my first big break.
Yes.
And I moved to, I was living in New York, so I moved to Los Angeles. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a car. And so I went to get a car, to buy a car. And I went to Honda of Hollywood. And they were like, "You don't have any money. You can't have this car." And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm on television." And they were like, they're like, "This is Honda of Hollywood. Everyone's on television." And I was like, "No, but I'm really on television." And they wouldn't give me financing. I had no money. And so I was like, "Well, if you go to www.abc.com/uglybetty and you look at the picture, I'm the gay guy next to Vanessa Williams," and that's how I got financing.
And that's how you got it.
It worked. They gave me a car.
And that's that. And you've been driving ever since, I'm sure.
I have been cashing in on being the gay guy next to Vanessa Williams ever since.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your jobs before Ugly Betty?
Before I had a big break, I was, sometimes I was a temp. I had some other acting jobs before that, theater jobs. I had one really cool job that I found in the Village Voice. I was a medical research subject for the effects of marijuana. So yes, this is a real job.
How does that work?
The only qualifications are lungs, and I would go into this. It was in a hospital. I would go into a hospital, and I would smoke a joint. And sometimes I got real high. Sometimes I didn't get high at all. And then I would go on a computer and I would do memory games and match colors up and simple mathematics. And
This is amazing.
and then eventually they would let me go and pay me pretty well. And then like years later, I was on Broadway and I left the theater one night and this woman stopped me and she was like, "Hi, do you remember me? I was your nurse."
Stop it! Did you remember her?
I did. Once she said I was the one who gave you the weed, I was like, "Oh my God, you were my legal dealer."
Legal dealer? Does anybody else want the job now? You advertised it.
It was great.
That's amazing.
It was a great job.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, people love the new show, Shrinking. Tell everyone about it.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy about it. I'm so proud of it. It's this incredible show for Apple TV Plus that stars Jason Segel and Harrison Ford, who you saw, and it's about grief. Yes. Jason and Harrison and Jessica Williams play therapists, and Jason is dealing with the death of his wife. And the show is about how grief is funny and sneaky and can get you at any moment. Mm-hmm. And these are characters who deal with it through humor and love and connection, and I'm so proud of it. I think it's a really important thing for us to be talking about. Grief. Yes. We've all gone through something so horrible these last couple of years. We're all dealing with grief, and I think the stigma on mental health has lifted in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so happy to be part of it and to be working with these heavies. I mean, these guys are amazing, and I actually started therapy because of this show. Not because it made me sad, but because I was like, I wanna take care of myself.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanna take better care of myself.
Wow. Well, thank you for coming to see us. Will you come back?
I will come back
You're
anytime.
amazing. And we'll sing some Barry Manilow, okay? I promise. All right?
When will our eyes
touch you? You can get Shrinking on Apple TV Plus. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.